showed up at approximately on time. Should point out that Romney only stayed about 15 minutes. Newt Gingrich did show up on time, and he stayed about 45 minutes, and the crowd was huge, and the first thing out of his mouth was, "Where's Mitt?" and called out his rival and started talking about how he'd hoped there would be a debate, and the two of them could actually discuss issues. Gingrich made the rest of his remarks and at one point said that he recognized that there were a lot of Romney supporters and signs in the office and thought that he hoped that at some point they might come to their senses and join his campaign further down the road. That's just two candidates here at Tommy's Ham House today. We got to remember that there are two others. Ron Paul, the Texas congressman, has been polling in third place. Rick Santorum, the former Pennsylvania senator, has been very successful in rousing crowds and building on what was now decisively his Iowa caucus win, announced officially by state Republican Party officials in the Hawkeye State. It's right now Santorum won Iowa, Mitt Romney won New Hampshire, and South Carolina counting down to the polls, and it could be a three-way split with three of the four candidates each having put a victory in their column, which raises questions about Ron Paul, who has been working the campaign trail aggressively, has loyal supporters, many of them young. In South Carolina, he didn't campaign as aggressively as any of his other opponents, in part because this is a state with one of the highest per capita populations in the country of both active and retired military, and many Republicans feel that Mr. Paul's foreign policy, international affairs, and military ideas are out of step. Don't count out Ron Paul. He's certainly not counting himself out. He, too, says he's going on. So unlike presidential campaigns in years past, Neil, the field gets winnowed in Iowa and New Hampshire, and generally South Carolina picks the frontrunner and the nominee eventually. There's a very real possibility, in fact, the candidates have virtually promised it, that this campaign will go on much longer than the returns that we'll be reporting later this evening. Neil?
All right, Carl, thank you very much. Carl Cameron, to the Republican congressman whose support everyone in this state wanted, Tim Scott, a Tea Party favorite. He has yet to endorse any of the candidates. I guess it's too late now, Congressman, but where are you leaning, or are you? Do you want to say anything?
Neil, I'll tell you, the top three candidates that we have today are fantastic candidates, and no doubt Ron Paul brings a unique opportunity for the Republican Party to gain strength with young voters. I think we still have to take a look at the military here in our state, which is a very important part of the component. And that's why I think you'll see a photo finish between Newt and Mitt, with Newt probably carrying the day. The last week of debate, and particularly the ABC release of the ex-wife, the timing of it really worked to Newt's advantage.
It really did, if that is the case, right? I mean, and it surprised some who are more socially conservative in your state that it did, or if it does. What do you make of that?
Well, Neil, I'll tell you that the one thing that it seems rallies the conservative base more than anything else is an anti-media response. We rally around when we feel like the media is trying to pick, particularly the ABCs of the world, are trying to pick the candidate they want to represent the Republican